Now those were the consideration characteristics. The next part that we want to briefly just talk about is the selection of formats. Some states have more than just the 4 formats where we talk about the digital, the audio, the braille, and the large print, and those are the formats that we've been taking a look at. More important with the selection of formats here, we want people to realize is that you may have multiple formats for one particular student based upon the different environments and needs. But when we do talk about the selection of formats when it comes to audio and digital, some of the things that we really are focusing on with the selection of formats is how is an individual's auditory comprehension? Are they able to take in that information and process it? Do they benefit more from synthesized speech, where they might be able to slow it down or speed it up without having it alter, pitch so much, or do they need to have it in a digitized, more human quality sounding voice? And then the last part to think about when we're talking about audio and digital is about the visual representations. If I am listening to a particular chapter in my textbook with just audio only, my MP3 player or that, and a reference is being made to a graph or a chart, how does that user, that learner, be able to take in the information as well?
So there are additional aspects in the large print format that are important to think about when we talk about selection of formats. So one of the important aspects is to consider the print reading efficiency for a student and how print size may affect that. And so the print reading efficiency is a combination of print size, fluency, and comprehension, and how that student is most efficient in combining all those aspects in terms of reading print. Another aspect for print reading is the print going to be a primary or secondary reading medium for that student, and how large print may impact that. So that may depend on the task or the context that the student is using and whether they use large print or not large print. So another aspect that's important to know about print reading and large print versus regular print is that there's ongoing research. So print characteristics that affect reading speed and reading efficiency for people with low vision is ongoing. And then in terms of the selection of the Braille format, there's a few things to know about that. And so it's important to consider other relevant data. For example, the results of a clinical low vision evaluation is very important when we're looking at the selection of the Braille format. And a student's results in terms of a functional vision assessment and a learning media assessment. And all those assessments result in very critical data and information about a student that help team members consider if Braille is the format that should be used with accessible instructional materials and tools. And then another aspect of that, like with large print, is it going to be the primary or secondary reading medium for a student? And that also depends on the task and the context.